Hello Devils, good to see you. We've already won the title though. We're talking Chelsea, looking back a little bit on Arsenal in this video. We're joined by regular Devils, Dave and Justin. Good to see you boys. We've got YouTubers, the Cleaver brothers on the United front as well. Good to have you with us. And on the Chelsea front, we've got YouTuber Joe Weller. Now Joe, I know you've already been on the channel as well saying how much you hate Man United in the face-off with Ian, but I guess you're going to love us by the end of the show, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, you got to have space for United. They're the best, I guess.
Well, that's fair enough. We've already won, I suppose. There's no debate. You probably don't hate as much as you hate Rafa anyway. We'll talk more about that with Chelsea in just a second. Let's talk United though. Justin, bring you in. What are your thoughts on Arsenal? Almost seemed like we cantered to the draw.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. The first half we were pretty awful. You could tell there was definitely a hangover from Monday night there. We didn't get going at all for the first sort of 35, 40 minutes. Obviously, our VP's penalty got us back in the game. And in the end, I thought we were a little bit unlucky not to get more from the game. I thought Sagna should have been sent off. And you could argue that their goal really was offside. It shouldn't have been given. So, not the worst result at all. Obviously, we've already won the league. And it's just a shame that record's points total is no longer attainable.
Yeah, Chelsea on 95.
Who has that record? Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, you might get Jose next season again. It might come around again, or Roman might appoint the canteen.
No, they might keep Rafa with a bit of luck.
Yeah, well, we hope Rafa stays there as well. He probably will end up working in the canteen. But anyway, boys, on your thoughts, Dave. What were you watching from out there in California? What did you make of it? Anyone stand out for United?
I think we handled the game pretty well, considering we are the champions. A point at Arsenal in the past has been a pretty good score. To come away with a point yesterday was kind of disappointing. I think Van Persie handled the atmosphere and the reaction to it when he scored a goal was pretty good. He could have rubbed it in their faces, but what's the point in doing that? Score the goals and that normally shuts them up. So.
Wenger said he didn't score, didn't he? He said penalties don't count the same. Still got them the point, didn't they? Poor old Wenger. Cleaver brothers, welcome to the party. What did you make of it? What are you looking for from the Chelsea game? Is it still important we beat them, not only to derail their top four chances, but maybe get some revenge for the cup?
Chelsea have a lot of things to fight for. We really don't. We've won our title. Our season's finished.
Yeah, we need to keep our reputation as well. We are champions of England now, and I just feel that if we slack like we did against Arsenal, play sloppy football, I just think that our reputation as a club won't remain the same. I just think we need to keep the consistency we did beating Villa.
Yeah, keep the foot on the pedal. Justin's really happy to have another couple of Mancs on the show, obviously, boys. Loving the accents. Justin, we'll get to your team now as well. Obviously, De Gea in goal. And back four, you're going with the old guard again.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Vidic would have started against Arsenal, so the fact that he's not makes me think that he can be more than ready for Chelsea. And I think he's got quite a good record against Chelsea. He's got a good record against everyone, but he always seems to relish a good battle against Chelsea, no matter who he's up against. So I definitely put him back in there. Well, I think the problems with Torres were more when Torres was at Liverpool. To be fair, I think the Torres that we've got now at Chelsea is nothing like the one that was at Liverpool.
Oh, he wasn't. He's got different hair and everything in that face
as
well. And what about the midfield? You've gone kind of a little bit continental here. Was it a 2-3 formation?
Yeah, I mean, Phil Jones has been outstanding of late, and I think he deserves to play in the game. I wouldn't put him in defence. I put him in midfield alongside Carrick because I think it does sound a little bit continental, but Chelsea do have strong attacking midfielders. They've got the likes of Mata, they've got the likes of Hazard who can get in the middle as well as out wide. So I think you need not just Carrick in there to sort of counteract them players. You need someone else in there, and I think Jones will throw himself into challenges. When he gets hold of the ball, he's not afraid to come forward. So I think he should be in there. I was tempted to go with Tom Cleverley, but I think Tom Cleverley's not started a game since February.
No, I don't think he's played since the cup game against Chelsea as well.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be throwing him back in against Chelsea. That wouldn't be the game to bring him in. So I'll definitely go with Jones.
What about the three in front? And how does that work behind RVP?
Yeah, well, I was tempted to go with Kagawa, but I think Rooney will get the nod because he's got a great record against Chelsea. Yeah. He's been a bit up and down, Rooney, lately. We saw it against Arsenal. We saw some good things that he did. I think the pass to Giggs near the end. The same against Villa. We saw some great passes, but he drifts in and out of the game a lot. And I think we need to just stick him in the team till the end of the season and see what he's really made of. So I've gone with him behind RVP. Giggs always play. I know you can say he always plays well against everyone, but Giggs has played really well against Chelsea in the Carling Cup, the Capital One Cup. So he's a player that always seems to play well against them. I'd have him in there. And also Nani, I think he's another player. We need to see what he's made of.
Yeah, is it do or die?
I'm beginning to think it is for him. I think that a few weeks ago everyone thought, oh yeah, he's back in the good books. Then the game at Stamford Bridge in the Cup replay was just shocking. It was so bad I don't think he played for the next 3 or 4 games. So I think he's really got a point to prove, and he's got to prove to Sir Alex that he's worth a place in the United side.
Well, let's get the Cleaver brothers' reactions. He's got their team, lads. And of course, the big thing for you straight away is you've got Jones in defence as well. You're not keen on putting him in midfield? You want to sort of nail down his position?
Well, I thought he didn't play that well in midfield against Arsenal. I personally thought that he needs to kind of mark Demba Ba. I think Demba Ba is critical to mark, because we saw that in the Capital One Cup. You know, once he's in front of goal, he's lethal. Yeah. And Phil Jones, I think, is the man to stop Demba Ba.
Not only that, I think he's quite strong as well in the defence. He's got a good head on him, and he's good at getting those balls out of the box and the aerial threats. You know, so I think he'll be vital to have in the defence.
Yeah, so that's the defence, I suppose, is fairly same apart from that change. In midfield, boys, talk us through that. You're going for like a 4 across the park, old school.
Well, yeah, that's been pretty much what it has been throughout the campaign. The 4-4-2 formation has been that simple. But for me, Giggs has been outstanding this season. We've seen the Giggs, how we've
no Welsh bias there, boys.
Yeah, no.
But Giggs for me is just outstanding.
I think he's got good partnership with Van Persie as well. You know, I just think cross those balls into the box, and you got Rooney just stepping out there in case it goes wrong in the box as well. And I just think it'll work well if we have that partnership going on. Yeah,
Carrick and Kagger in midfield, Valencia on the right, and you got Rooney just off RBP. Dave, your thoughts on those teams? One thing that struck me, no Hernandez. We know about his record against Chelsea.
Yeah, well, we will.
Yeah, well, I kind of went along with Justin's team, with the exception of Nani. I would have went with Tony Valencia, because, you know, the past month or so, he's really started to kick on. You know, it looks like he's started to find his form from last season, and I think we need to encourage that. I don't think, you know, putting him on the bench is going to help, but, you know, he's played really well the last couple of games. I'm just not, you know, I'm a fan of Nani, but I think his days are numbered, and just to give him a couple of games at the end of the season is not going to benefit Valencia at all, or the team. I think Tony Valencia is the guy we need to really, really encourage. Definitely go with Jones in midfield. He's been unbelievable. He has, you know, this past season, and if he can stay fit, you know, I think we've got a massive midfield there. Jones can, you know, as we know, he can cover centre half, he can cover right back, but in midfield, I think Fergie has really found his ideal position.
Justin, you want to come in here, mate?
Yeah, sorry. Do you just think with Tony Valencia, I know what you mean. He has been playing a little bit better, especially against West Ham. But do you not think we're still a far cry from the Valencia of old?
Oh no, definitely. He's definitely not on a par what he was last season, but he's definitely, you know, 5 or 6 steps ahead of what he was before Christmas. And, you know, before Christmas, every time he got the ball, he ran backwards. You know, and that was the frustrating part. You know, now when he gets the ball, he wants to take players on. He wants to get it into the box, and I think, you know, we should encourage that. I just feel, you know, with the Nani situation, with his body language, I just don't think Nani is going to last the summer, which is a shame, because he's probably one of the few players that can really turn a game for us. But I would rather we encourage Valencia to try and kick on for next season.
Let's get the view of the opposition. Let's bring in Joe. Joe, good to have you. Who do you fear most of United ranks? No Hernandez in those boys' lineups. Is he the man you fear most?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, literally, like, every time he plays, he somehow gets a goal. And, I really think he's a game changer. I don't know whether he should start, because I seem to remember, you know, when he's come on against Chelsea, he's scored the winner or done something like that almost every time. And I think he's really, really effective. So maybe not to start, but definitely to come on. Apart from that, obviously, standard RVP, lethal, and with the way our defence is, I mean, what is our defence? What's going on with David Luiz?
Free roll.
Yeah, I know. Like, will John Terry play?
Well,
questions.
Loads of questions, mate. Loads of questions always at Chelsea. Always turbulent. What have you made of the season overall? We had a couple of Blues on. They seem quite downbeat, but you're in a European final almost. You know, going to do better in the league than you did last year. What have you made of it?
Yeah, well, obviously we've had a pretty hectic schedule. I mean, we've had like the most games, isn't it? So we definitely need to get that 4th position. If we don't, then what are we? If we're not in the Champions League, then, I mean...
Well, do you get Jose? Do you want Jose? Do you get him if you don't finish in the Champions League?
Oh, that's a question. I mean, everyone's saying, oh, deal's already done, but who knows? But, I definitely welcome Jose back. I mean, he's the one that changed us for the better, so 100% I'll take Jose back. There's no one else I can really think of.
Well, Justin, who do you want top 4? Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal? Who do you fancy?
Well, there's some people are being a bit clear saying that if Spurs don't make the top four, we might be in for Bale.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Personally, I don't want to see Chelsea in the top four. They're only there because somebody decided to buy them a few years ago and pump loads of money in there. So I don't really think they're there on merit. So I'd like to see them drop out the top four, to be honest with you. I think it'd be better if it was Chelsea, Arsenal, City unfortunately, and United.
Joe, your thoughts on that?
Well, talking utter rubbish, really, isn't it? So at the end of the day, right? Yes, we've signed players. Every team in like the world effectively signs players. So yeah, we've done well. We've done well with the amount of games that we've got that we've played. We've done well to be where we are, and hopefully we can see it out. We definitely need the win on Sunday. That's all I'm going to say.
Frankie Lampard to get the record and sign for United at the end of the day. What do you think?
Oh God, I definitely reckon he's out. I hope he's going to get that record. He deserves it. He's an absolute hero.
Cleavers, what do you think then? You're big on FIFA and signing players and stuff. Do you think Lampard would be a good addition to United for a season or something?
Well, you know, Lampard in general as a player, I think it's almost a sin that they're even letting him go. It's like getting rid of someone like Ryan Giggs or someone from United. It's not right, really.
I just, United have signed experienced players like Robin van Persie, but I just feel now that by signing young, new players, that Fergie can bring them up to be good players, and I just feel that that's the type of club we've become. So I just feel by signing some sort of Chelsea reject, I don't think we want that at Manchester United.
Chelsea reject? Are you serious?
The only thing about signing Lampard and having Anderson there is we're going to need a bigger buffet cart, to try and go himself.
You don't see Anderson after the summer as well. Who knows what's going to happen? Frank might be off to LA, might we think. Let's get to predictions, gents. We've had a bit of controversy lately. Adam has been on and he's got a couple right, but he seems to hedge his bets and give us 6 predictions at a time. So give us a scoreline, definitive, and a goal scorer. Let's kick it off with Justin. What are you going for against Chelsea?
I'm going to go with 2-0. I'm going to go with Rooney and I'm going to go with Hernandez with a late goal.
Yep, League double N, bit of revenge for the cup exits. Dave, what have you got for us?
I'm going to go 2-1 United. I think Van Persie and Rooney, and if Demba Ba starts, I think he'll score as well.
Cleaver brothers?
You go first.
I'm going to agree there. I'm going to say 2-1 as well. I think Robert Van Persie might take his chances, and maybe Giggs will cross it in, and Rooney might take it out just outside that box if they go with that formation. So,
well, I'm saying a 1-1. I'm thinking that Hernandez might get a late one when he comes on, but I think Bar would just be too dangerous, and I think he'll have a goal for them.
You read my mind, mate. I was going to go Lampard to score for Chelsea, United to get an
wake
up in second half. One more draw as well. Joe, what are you going for? Something that seals Rafa's permanent contract? Great win.
No, I'm going for a 2-2 Lampard and Eden Hazard for Chelsea, Van Persie and Michael Carrick for Man United. He's going to get one, I reckon.
Rest score he deserves, doesn't he, after his season? Well, Joe, great to have you on, mate. You've been an awesome sport. Remember to check out Joe's YouTube channel and check out the Cleaver Brothers as well. FIFA, comedy, the whole lot. Remember to get involved in Full Time Devils. Subscribe to us if you haven't already. A big YouTuber coming up very soon, so don't miss that. We'll see you next time.